Welcome to another episode of the Jets Afterburners podcast. New York Jets stand 16, and that guy right there with the awesome lighting, we can finally see him. Look how beautiful he is. Handsome guy, Liam. What's up, my man?
Took quite a few years, but we got it done, you know. So
love it.
Very thrilled with the lighting. You know, hopefully the fans like it. Elmo was very critical for years about my lighting, so you know, I hope he comes back one day.
He will. He will. Thursday is Afterburners night. That is correct. Afram, my man. I mean, we got a lot to get into. A bunch of stuff here because the sky was falling about 2 weeks ago when we thought Justin Fields was dead, like literally done. And then he came back onto practice. Ankle was fine, no problem. And then this week happened. You got to walk me through this, Liam. And I'm going to fix my hat here because I got to get ready for what you're about to say because I don't think you're too happy.
No, I mean, I'm like kind of like at the point where it's like I'm still like hurting from like last year partially. Like I've moved on like everybody else has, and it's time. And I love Justin Fields. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's just day after day after day after day, we're getting these reports from practice. And, you know, I get it. You know, we're talking about practice, not a game. It's practice. But every single day, oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, you know, it's not a game. We talk about practice.
Practice, yes.
But the offense, especially like the passing attack, it's not there right now, man. And we've seen this from Justin Fields in the past. Like, this isn't a rookie quarterback, you know, trying to find his way. This isn't something like, you know, I guess we were spoiled in practice with Rodgers with all of his amazing deep balls and everything else. And the passing attack's not there. And it's becoming concerning. And I get it. It's early August. It's not time to be concerned yet, but we've seen this for the last couple of years with Justin Fields. You know, I know you don't agree with this. You know, so
I do and I don't. Like, I'm going to dive into it. And for the new viewers here, we still don't have licenses yet to have actual pictures of Jets training camp. So the closest that we have here is a picture of Justin Fields at practice. You know, he does look great. He put on some weight as well.
Yes, some arm strength too. Those arms.
Yep. Breece Hall looks unstoppable, ready to tackle this year. Speaking of tackling, unfortunately, Quinnen Williams did not get the memo that you cannot tackle the quarterback, and thus there was a problem here. Then there was this here where Rich Cimini asked Aaron Glenn the wrong question, and he just snapped. I mean, long overdue. So more of that next week while we engage in more training camp photos. And guess what? It's game week. Tyler, we're going to get to you in just a second. It's just there's so much to unwrap here, and we do have a special guest coming up. I kind of spoiled it a little bit, but I did. But he was in the background. I didn't want him leaving. You know what I mean? So
screw these guys.
Heck with them. You know what I mean?
It's not too late to run.
It's not too late. Not too late. But the thing is, I don't agree because it's practice and you're supposed to make boneheaded mistakes. You're supposed to learn from all this. Like, come Saturday night, against Green Bay. I want this guy to throw 3 picks. I wanted to get it out of his system. Get it out of there. Get it out of there. Fling it. I want this new offensive coordinator to throw different plays out there. I like this. I like adversity this early. I want to know what Aaron Glenn is all about. How does he hone this back in? And I like the fact that he's throwing out the starters this Saturday night. None of this bubble wrap nonsense. Justin Fields, this is pretty much your last chance to make it in the NFL as a pro. Because from here on out, if you blank the bed, it's over for you. It's over. I think the guy is super talented, Liam. I honestly think that's why I'm going to give him all the benefit of the doubt. I've been around where preseason heroes, dude, the Jets had a 5-0 record in 92. And I know most of our audience does not remember that, except for me and Adam. But what I'm just saying is you can't put too much stock in practice and preseason. Wait. Let's wait. I'm just thinking outside of the box here. I think Justin Fields cannot wait to play against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who just dogged him. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I'd rather those mistakes in practice. And like I said, I try not to get too up or down, especially when it comes to practice. But it's not a little concerning on like how bad this passing offense is. Like, you're not concerned the least bit about this, especially when that's kind of been like his knock. That and reading defenses has kind of been his knock, like, since he's entered the league.
If I'm concerned, that is a great question. I'm going to answer it like this. This is why we brought Aaron Glenn in here. This is why we brought Doug Mougie in here. This is why we have a new offensive coordinator. I want to see what this coaching staff is made out of. You know what I mean? Like, come next year, I see it going 2 ways, right? And it's the only 2 ways that I could see the Jets going good or going bad this year. Good, Justin Fields, it clicks. We're a playoff team. It goes south. We're picking in the top 3 in 2026. I'm cool with that. So, but the grand scheme of things, the ultimate common denominator here is the coaching staff. I want to see if Aaron Glenn, let's say this is happening in the regular season, and Justin Fields is just stinking it up. I want him to pivot and go to Tyrod. There is no learning under fire anymore. No. I want to see, like, let's say if Justin Fields is doing good, like opposite, right? He's doing good. Where we start off the year 4-1, everybody would want that. Now we go 4-4. What do you do, Aaron Glenn? What do? Do you get all mad? Do you get upset? Do you get mad like you did with Cimini? Or do you say, you know what? I'm going to let him ride it out and see how it goes. Or does he turn to Tyrod? Or Martinez, right? Is that the guy's name? Martinez,
or Brady Cook.
Morales? Brady Cook. Cook, that guy. So what do you say?
Maybe we sign like Doug Flutie or something,
Doug's Flutie. Yes. Doug's Flutie and Hazel's nuts. That always goes a long way. What do you think? We're 10 minutes in. Shall we bring our guest in?
Yeah.
All right,
I think
for
so.
It, man.
Afram loves the exclusives.
Yes.
All right. So with that being said, let's bring him in, man. Talking with Tyler. Tyler, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm glad that we could finally do this, man. It's been a couple weeks in the making here. Had a really bad storm last week, so that sucked. Losing power and everything. But how's everything with you, man? Good.
Good.
Nice.
How are you?
Good.
What's up, Tyler? What's going on? Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you.
How long have you been a Jet fan?
My whole life. I've been 15 years.
Wow. You still have a chance to find a better team. There's still hope out there for you. I think the Chiefs are pretty good. The Niners seem like they have it together. There's other teams. The Bills, as much as I don't like Canada. But you know what? If you're going to stick to being a Jet fan, man, stick it through, because no matter what, no matter how bad it gets, our time is coming. It only gets, it's a bottomless pit. But I'm telling you, our time is coming. So I think you chose the right time. So what are you excited about, Tyler?
I'm excited for Aaron Glenn. I really am excited for him because I feel like he has that energy. And I'm also looking forward to Justin Fields because he can do it all. He has the run ability. He also has that really good passing on the run. And he's reuniting with Garrett Wilson and Jeremy Ruckert. I feel like that reunion is really going to come together again.
I don't know if you heard in the background, we were just talking about Justin Fields in his passing game. I'm a little concerned about it. I saw you did an article on the green and white scrimmage. What have you seen from his passing game? Are you concerned at all with it, or?
It's only practice, and
Right.
goes to show that that our defense is really good. So I
Yeah, that
don't think
too.
it's a concern because they still got all the preseason games to work on their stuff. I feel like not tackling the practice doesn't really help. I feel like they need to play in the preseason a lot more, like maybe like one drive per game in the preseason, something like that.
I like what
Yeah,
Tyler just said right
yeah, I
now.
like that.
I like that. I like that he said something interesting because this is the fan base that we have here. Let's say Justin Fields was lighting it up. Ah, our defense, man. Our defense, it's alarming. It doesn't look too good. There's always something negative as opposed to I like Tyler, you're more than welcome to come on the show anytime you want. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's Sauce filling that groove. Maybe it's Quincy Williams. Maybe Quinnen Williams is living up to that contract.
I think he's
Maybe
hurt.
the defense is pissed. Who's that? Quinnen?
Yeah, Quinnen's hurt.
1 to
Quinnen
2
is
weeks
hurt
coming
because
back.
he's trying hard. That's why he's trying a lot. He's trying more than he should because he wants to justify that contract. But this is what I'm saying. Maybe the defense is making Justin Fields run around and think too much. Maybe that's exactly what we want.
Yeah.
Could it be? Well, what do you think, Tyler? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so because his defense, Jermaine Johnson coming back from injury, he's been working hard. Will McDonald, he showed some light in his rookie season, and not rookie season, third year, but I feel like this offensive line is still getting used to each other. I feel like they have like two starting tackles that are rookies, so I feel like it just takes some time to get used to each other, and yeah.
That's a good answer. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm really excited to see with Membu, coming into year 2, and then our other first round pick. I really think that this could be the best offensive line that the Jets have had possibly since the Mangold days. Dan, are you excited for this offensive line?
I like it because they're young. You got a center there that I would rather push him over to guard and put Myers at center.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I'd rather, you know what? I like that they're young. Fine. Titman, prove me wrong. If you could pull and do Mawai kind of things, by all means, I'm in it. And I want them to gel together. I want them to play all these preseason games. Don't bubble wrap these guys, man. Let them play. I want to see them week 1 on all cylinders, the whole chemistry going on. That's what I think. You need continuity, man. You need this.
Yeah, fashion going into year 2, and then you have Armand Membu starting off. So it's really exciting, and then like you said, I'm a big Titman fan. I know last year they were calling him Yipman and everything, and I think Rodgers was making him nervous.
Right.
But he played all year and he looked good. So I think that this offensive line is going to be something really special that we haven't had in a very long time. It's just funny, going from guys like Dwayne Brown and Mekhi Becton and to where we are now. We've gotten younger all around. Like, these guys are the anchor of our line, for however many years to come. Elijah Vera Tucker coming back, that's going to be I think that's going to be a big help too. I don't know where he is in terms of his rehab. Is he back 100%? I don't know if he's still dealing with something. Tyler, have you heard anything on AVT?
Yep, I actually met him in person at the Jets family fun day. The Achilles, he said, is much better. So I feel like he's gonna have a big breakout year. I feel like I think he got the stuff in himself. So
Yeah, sweet.
I want to bring this up here. Armand says that Quinnen has a calf injury here, and so Quinnen is taking time off to take care of his calf. Is that
Yes, he's
what we're
strained.
getting at?
You can see the strain.
The poor calf, he needs attention, and just goes a long way where he puts the carriage in front of the horse. Is that how the saying goes, or not really? Either
Kind of.
way, I just like that the defense. The defense is going to be a big anchor on here. What a lot of people had said is it's very reminiscent to the 2009 Jets.
Yeah.
Very run heavy, all defense. Do you see that that's a perfect combo, especially how far we've come in the NFL, that it's a passing league? Can we win with that kind of devised chemistry or not, Tyler?
I feel like we have a really good run game. I feel like Brees Hall, Isaiah Davis, and Braylon Allen, they had some really good signs last year. And I feel like this run defense, I feel like the interior line looks really good right now. I feel like Will McDonald, Quinton Williams, Jermaine Johnson, I feel like that line looks really good. And I think it's just like I think they can really bring that pressure in the other teams' offenses.
Yeah, and the other thing too, speaking on the defensive line, they're blitzing a lot this year too. We're seeing a lot even from Michael Clemens, so like maybe like this new system, because we're seeing new moves from Will McDonald too. I think that this is just going to elevate this entire defense, and especially like what Salah sees. Like Salah, I feel like he was never really like he didn't really have his hands too far into like the secondary, where like Aaron Glenn, former corner, like he's doing a lot with the secondary. They're blitzing a lot. Like they're sending safeties blitzing. I think it's really going to unlock another dynamic to this defense. And once Michael Clemens got drafted a few years ago, I was so hyped for him. That like when they interviewed him and what'd you do during the draft? I sat in a dark room and thought about hurting quarterbacks. I was in.
Love that. That's what we need. We need that mentality. What we also need with this defense is turnover to points.
Yes.
Like that's what I want to see. How long has it been since meaningful game here? Not no trash, like we're already down 3 touchdowns, whatever the case is. Kind of like the Jamal Adams interception for a touchdown against the Pats with Luke Falk. I don't want to see that. I want to see meaningful hit the quarterback or cause a fumble to the running back, pick up the ball, go get 7. Like that's what I want to see this year. We need points in order to win. This can't be a lethargic kind of anemic offense. That's the problem, right? Like I'm expecting big things for this offense. Am I setting myself up for failure, Liam?
Wow, why you got to make me the negative one? No, I think it's going to be better than expected. Like it's never really as good or bad as they say it is.
Right.
Justin Fields does have that, like he has the running mobility. So, I don't expect him to get sacked as much as Rodgers did. And I still think that our offensive line is improved compared to years past. Even like, I remember how hyped we were when we got Tyron Smith, and then he completely crapped the bed.
Yes.
We have a young offensive line. I think that's going to pay huge dividends.
Mm-hmm.
But if you remember, like a couple years ago, like I'm not comparing Zach to Justin, but if you remember, like a couple years ago when the offensive line was, was blocking for Zach was just running all over the backfield. They didn't really know where to block, So if Justin Fields is going to run, he's got to take off, and he's got to move upfield. None of this like zigzag back and forth, running 20 yards back like Zach used to do. And don't get me wrong, Justin Fields is a much better runner than Zach ever was. So I'm really excited for that. That college connection, getting Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson back together. I'm really excited to see because this is really the last chance for Ruckert as well. Like, yes, like the cool Long Island story is, that's cool. I played against him in high school. He was a physical specimen, but that only gets you so far. It's been a couple of years now. He's had a couple of years to wow us, and we're not really wowed. He hasn't really done anything. There was a report, I think it was today, actually. He was dropping passes wide open, so it's a little concerning, that part at least. But then we have Mason Taylor coming back from injury too. That, like, I'm really excited for him. So I think I don't think the offense is going to be as bad as everyone's making it out to be, but I don't think it's going to be great either. I mean, we're really asking Justin Fields to take that next step, and he knows how important it is because in years past, with younger quarterbacks, hopefully they can take this next step. They could get to like the next level. But they always knew that like their jobs weren't on the line. Like Justin Fields, this is his last chance.
Yes.
He blows it here, he's never starting again. Barring injury, but his starting days are over. So I think he knows how important this season is to him. And Aaron Glenn too. Like he's a first-time head coach. He wants to go out there, and he has a big chip on his shoulder too. He wants to, prove that he belongs. So, what do you think,
Tyler? What do you think?
All right, so the Jets announced their unofficial depth chart like a couple days ago, and I saw that Ruckert was put in front of Mason Taylor, and I feel like that's the right move because Mason Taylor he has a great catching ability, but he doesn't have so much of a great blocking ability, and I feel like Ruckert can block, and he sometimes has shown flashes of his catches, so I feel like Ruckert deserves that number one spot over Taylor.
Until proven otherwise. And I like that. I like it that you have these young players fighting for a job, right? And that's what you want. You want competition here over and over. I mean, to Afram's question, how many points do you think that this offense needs to score with our current defense? I think that's a great question. I honestly think it's got to be in the 20s. It's got to be in the 20s because 24 at least, because the defense is going to get worn out if it's anything less than that, because you're at 10, 17. That means there's going to be a lot of 3 and outs. There's no sustainability there. I think between 24 and 27, around there, 21 and 28, I think at that point it gives the Jets the best amount of time at least to win the game. Now, that's just me. Tyler, what do you think?
I agree. I feel like the Jets defense last year, I feel like they always let opponents score like less than 20 points. I feel like the Jets offense needs to score more than 20 to win the ballgame.
It was so frustrating a lot last year too. Like you think back to like that Broncos game, like 10-9, like, close games like that. But, there's another element that we haven't talked about yet. And boy, oh boy, are we hyped for this. Our boy is back. The real number 2. I don't know if he's wearing number 2, though. I don't think so. Nick Folk. And then he brought his boy back with him, good friend of the show, Mike Westhoff, helping out in practice. It's like special teams is back, baby.
Yes.
Nick Folk, since leaving the Jets, has been like perfect. He's been, he has a lot of veteran experience. I really like the thicker kicker, but you don't want the thicker kicker going out there, like season on the line, close game, it's snowing up in Buffalo. You want an experienced kicker that's been there, been under the pressure, playoff experience, not going to get rattled. And I absolutely loved Nick Folk on the Jets. And I've been saying for years to bring him back. Like every time I'd see he become available from New England or Tennessee or wherever he's been all over the league. What are your thoughts on Nick Folk coming back? Do you think that we have finally fixed the kicker position? Could we finally throw 3 on the board? Could we get some point afters? What are you thinking, Tyler?
I really like this move because Nick Folk, veteran, 18-year vet, he doesn't miss kicks too often. And the last time he was on the Jets was when we made it to the AFC Championship in 2010. So I feel like he can run it back. He doesn't miss. He can mentor the thicker kicker, like you were saying. I feel like he can be put on the team to teach the younger guys, the younger kickers.
I think what game was it, Dan? You would remember. What game did he win it in the playoffs? Was it against San Diego? He won a playoff game for us.
Yes.
Was it the Colts?
The Colts. He won it against the Colts.
Yeah, we lost to San Diego, I believe. No, I don't remember. It's been so long ago.
San Diego, we got their number, man.
Yes. Yeah, Philip Rivers, and yeah, good times, man. And I like that because like you're also starting to see a lot of these old players coming back. Your boy Glenn Foley was at practice the other day, Dan.
Yes.
Corbett was there. Rob Carpenter. A lot of these old timers are coming back. Westhoff is brought back in. You know, it's like he's not going to be coaching during the season, but like we're reestablishing what it means to play like a Jet.
Yes.
Which really hypes me up, man. It gives me goosebumps. Truth, you know. And that's really what we've been missing. Like those 2009, 2010 years. Like, Tyler, were you even around for it? Like you probably don't remember. I was a kid during that, man. But, you know, I feel weird, like, you know, like talking out like you kids don't remember, you know. But,
right.
No, it's true though, man. Like there was like you felt proud, like wearing your Jets shirts and hats in public, and teams feared the Jets, you know, and like that's what it was supposed to be last year. And I really think, you know, Saleh just wasn't the guy for the job, obviously. But Aaron Glenn, like he's bringing in like that play like a Jet mantra.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're not just mailing it in because it's his first year and like Justin Fields has been, you know, up to this point a failed quarterback. They're doing everything in their power to win. You know, it's really exciting for me, man.
I mean, to piggyback off of Nick Folk, man, when he was here, he was young. He was young. You know, and it doesn't matter if like 40 years went by, but he's back. Nick Folk is back. It doesn't matter how old he is.
No,
that leg is fresh.
Look at it.
It's there. It's there. He's there. You know, and big ups to Michael Clemens. You know, I know you alluded to it, you know, before, but his off-season program, he did a lot. He did a lot this off-season, and he learned a lot. You know, and a lot of training. You know, and that's why he's back. He's vicious.
He's faster too.
He's faster, and he's on parole. So I can't wait for the new and improved 15 to life Michael Clemens. Are you guys excited for him or not really? Because I like what he did against the Cleveland Browns about like two years ago. How he was giving everybody the bird. That was some fun times.
My favorite Michael Clemens memory is fighting Deion Dawkins in the tunnel.
Yes.
That I can't stand that dude, man. I hate Deion Dawkins. I hate him. Hate's a strong word. I really don't. I'm sure he's an okay. I actually watched the Bills Hard Knocks the other night. You know, he goes like drifting and everything. His kids' helmets don't even fit him, but you know, whatever. But hate's a strong word. I can't stand. I hate Deion Dawkins, the football player. Okay.
Yes.
He's probably a cool guy. You know, being honest.
He's nice. He's a double D.
You already know, which whatever. Not going to get into it. You know, but no, he did not get cut. He's still on the team, and from what I'm hearing, he's having a good training camp so far. Maybe it's all about the system. You know, maybe we are so back.
Tyler, is there a team that you cannot stand?
The Chiefs.
Wow, this is a new era here.
Holy wow.
Chiefs. Why?
I get it. No,
I can't.
I get it. But they haven't hurt us the way that the Steelers have hurt us. The way that, like, you know, not even really the Bills, like the way the Dolphins, they haven't really hurt. The Dolphins didn't really hurt us. They're just like a pest. The Patriots, they've hurt us, you know, like we owe 20 years worth of receipts to them.
Oh, horrendous.
So I can see the Chiefs. I can see why the Chiefs are hated now. They're hated because they're great, but they're also hated because like it's the way that they win. You know, it's always like a questionable call late in the fourth quarter. Like it's, you know, like you say what you want about Tom Brady, but like they were blowing teams out left and right. Like there was no question who the better team was. And then you think back to like even like when the Jets play them, when they came to visit us, that sauce, you know, like it's always like these questionable calls and the whole Taylor Swift thing. So like I don't like
the holding on Jermaine Johnson that was so blatant.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I mean,
this is a real answer.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but I mean, to me, it's the Giants. I can't stand the Giants. I can't. The Giants and the Dolphins. Those two teams, I can't do it. I can't.
Have you
do it.
forgiven New England?
But New England,
It was
what do
more
you
Brady.
expect?
It was Brady and Belichick than the Patriots.
It's the greatest quarterback of all time. It's like being a Falcons fan and being mad that Joe Montana was whipping your butt for the past 10 years or whatnot. You can't do much. You can't. That wasn't even a rivalry. That's why in 2010, when we beat New England, that was our Super Bowl. Sad to say, we were more prepared for that game than we were against Pittsburgh.
Yep.
And that's across the board. Even with Schottenheimer as our offensive coordinator, who he's the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I know.
You would have looked at a mess, a pure mess. Micah Parsons wanting a trade. Would you guys trade for him?
Yes.
You would? What would you give up?
Yes. It would cost a lot. I would trade for him personally, yes. But on the other hand, I don't think the Jets should. I don't think they're like a Micah Parsons away. Like that contract is huge. Luca, welcome to the show, man.
What's up, fellas? Hope all is well. Welcome in, Tyler.
How's the new Tennessee studio treating you? It looks a little different.
Yeah, it does look a little different. Got my own bedroom, obviously, in the new apartment. But I actually just did a video for my Jets YouTube channel, so I haven't uploaded yet, but I will, obviously. Nice. But Tennessee's treated me great this far. Obviously, different outlook to New York City, but everything is 5 to 10 minutes driving distance, and the weather is nicer. Obviously, got a pool that I've yet to go into, but regardless, it's all fine and well. I'm at peace.
Nice, man. Have you been down like the bar scene yet, down Main Street?
I have not. I mean, I'm in Chattanooga, but I'm 2 hours.
Oh, right.
I might have mentioned I'm 2 hours. I'm about 2 hours from Nashville, so
it's a little far.
I'm definitely gonna take a trip down there sooner or later. Plus, my birthday's coming around soon, so I might.
Oh, you gonna celebrate it over there?
Maybe.
If you come up here, you let us know, man.
Absolutely.
Now, Tyler, this is our group right here. We're missing one more guy here. Afram's in the house. Where's Armand?
He's babysitting tonight.
Babysitting.
He's babysitting?
Yes.
That's a little concerning.
Look at you. Wow. Babysitting. Like a real person? Or someone's doll?
I don't know. I didn't want to ask.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to put you at front and center because you got all the lighting.
We have a lot of questions to ask him once he gets back from babysitting.
Yes.
I have a lot of questions.
Absolutely.
What do you think? Like, imagine Armand's your babysitter. Like,
yes,
I love Armand, but maybe it's good with
movie.
Kids. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. See right here. I had to pull it up. Hello from babysitting duties.
Oh, nice, man. Good for you, dude.
Yeah.
Excellent.
What a good guy.
What a good guy, man. What a good guy.
His goddaughter.
Wow.
I didn't even know he had a goddaughter.
You do now.
Yeah.
Is she a Jets fan? Is that Armand babysitting?
There he is. Come on, man. But
so Ephraim, we have I'm sure you've been listening. Are you concerned about the Justin Fields whole passing situation so far, or no?
No.
Okay.
Nice.
No, why should I?
Why not?
It's new offense. Everyone's learning. Right? It's all practice. Let's see Saturday. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they move the ball down the field. Let's see if he makes the same mistakes. Let's see how well they play together.
Yeah.
We've seen this before where the guy didn't look too good, and then all of a sudden he's making the plays he needs to make. How much do you expect from him? They're going to be run heavy. You don't expect them to throw bombs down the field, right?
No.
I am.
You always are.
No, I want to see magic. I want to see the Richard Todd days of bombs. Like
we only threw it when we ran heavy then too.
Okay,
with Freeman McNeil and all that. The run game controls the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, more possession time, and you're wearing out that defense. Then you can do whatever you want after that, but you want to have ball possession. We're not at the luxury of doing whatever we want. we have to control the ball and keep their defense on the field and keep our defense fresh and ready to go in. Simple as that. You got three-headed monster in the running game.
That's what gives me hope. Exactly what Afram had said. Like, there's obviously running backs by committee. We have a legit defense. Let's not forget that. Like, it's a legitimate defense, easily top 5. Yes, Justin Fields is going to have his hiccups. I'd rather him falter right now, clean all this stuff up, and then week 1 shock the world. Like, that's why I'm not looking at this as, oh man, doom and gloom. I can't do that. You know, not just as yet. If we start off 0-6, 0-7, all right, you know what? It transferred. All this bad juju, it went from training camp to the season. But there's something special, in my opinion, with Aaron Glenn, what he brings to the team. Play like a Jet, right? But there's more to it than playing like a Jet. Who brought that mantra here? Who was
it? Idzik.
Idzik?
Idzik said that we're going to play like a Jet.
It was more Rex, I thought. No.
Well,
I guess
it was Idzik brought that up.
I thought it was Rex.
I thought it was Rex too.
Yeah,
we win.
I want them to play like the Parcells Jets. That's what I want. I want them to play disciplined football, a football that's all right. You know what? This is the task at hand. It's 3rd and 1. Let's change the narrative. How many 3rd and 1s we already know as Jet fans? The Jets are not making it. They're not making it. Nope, they're not. I want them to hand it off to Braylon Allen and have these maulers just so he could pick up 3-4 yards, like make it an impact. This is, to me, great. But wasn't there an alarming tweet from the guy on the left earlier today? It seems like he might be on the trade block, and I hope I'm wrong on this.
I forgot what he said, but I get what
I read something about that too. Yeah, and it makes sense. I mean, there is a couple teams with that their running backs just went down too, but they already told him that he's not on the trade block this year. I mean, I know like their word is good as gone, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I feel it's really late to be doing this to Brees now. Tyler, have you heard anything about Brees getting traded?
I'm looking it up right now. I'm seeing stuff all over.
Oh, yeah, great. Now it has legs. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing like rumors like Brees Hall traded to the Dallas Cowboys.
So basically, they got no other story for the Jets, so they're going to start making rumors about trading other players.
This is great, isn't it?
No, but it was Brees Hall that gave this kind of cryptic message,
Yeah, let me see if I can find it, because I know what you're talking about, Dan. He said,
"Time will tell." He said,
"Time will tell."
Time will tell. Like, what does that even mean?
Nobody knows.
It means time will tell.
That's all he said?
Yeah,
that's all he said.
Time will tell. That's all he said.
In other words,
I'm also seeing another one.
Whether he stays or he's traded.
Hold on,
right.
Tyler, what do you say?
That's all that means.
I see
whether
one
they
from
keep him or they trade him.
I see one from sportingnews.com. It's saying Jets running back Brees Hall posts cryptic 3-word message amid trade rumors.
See, unfortunately, we can't bring up tweets because of copyrights. So the closest that we have is this. It seems cryptic enough, like he's not going anywhere.
This is how Darren Muji, he just put out this cryptic tweet.
Yes, asterisk.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. I wouldn't be shocked.
No,
I would. What am I talking about? I would be shocked. This is too late. This is way too late. You can't trade Brees Hall now.
You would trade him. You would trade him already. You don't run him through camp at this point.
Unless
We had to learn the hard way.
Yes, exactly. Unless it's a knock out of the park offer. If it's a second round pick, would you guys entertain it or not? I would.
Sure.
Yes, I would, but like also like the whole plan this entire offseason has been how the Jets want to run the ball. So hey, let's go get rid of the running back 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the season starts.
But we have a bunch of running backs though.
It would depend on which team. If it's a playoff contention team, I want a 2 and a 3 or 2 and a 4.
Well, think about it.
That 2 is going to be back.
I think Joe Mixon's hurt, if I heard right.
Yes.
For the Texans, that could be an option.
They're a playoff team too, no?
Yeah.
Right.
So we got Davis. Right. Who's our running backs? Tyler.
Braylon Allen.
It's Braylon Allen. It's obviously Isaiah Davis, and Nwangwu, who is obviously the return man. You also have Donovan Edwards and some guy named Lawrence Tuafili.
There you go. Confident.
New York Jets football, baby. Come get some.
I mean, if
play like a Jet.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, man. If you can give me a second rounder for Brees Hall, I would do it.
I was going to say you don't want to lose him for nothing, but obviously you have to plan out when you trade him because obviously we're not getting that pick till next year, so it would have been better.
Wouldn't you say if it's a team that's contention, they're going to pick late in the rounds? Wouldn't you want more? Because that second round pick might be, 2 picks before the third round begins, right?
Yeah.
So how strong is that second round pick? That's why I'd say you get a 2 and a 4 or 2 and a 3. That makes sense.
Tyler, would you consider trading him?
I think I would include him in a deal with for Terry McLaurin.
Oh.
Now we're getting into the realm that I really like.
Yes. That was a good one. I mean, I don't think they really trust Austin Eckler. I don't trust Austin Eckler.
Give me Austin Eckler too.
So Brees for McLaurin and Austin Eckler, we'd have to give up a lot of capital though.
I'm cool with that. I love Austin Eckler. I love that.
Maybe send Lazard there too. That's kind of insulting though, isn't it?
Yes. They would hang up the phone.
Yeah, never mind.
They're like, exactly. Here's a bag of popcorn. But I would be all for it. I've been saying it for the longest. The Jets need a number 2 receiver. And Garrett Wilson, he's going to be double teamed. What is Justin Fields going to do?
Yeah.
Throw it to Lazard. He's stone hands. He can't catch any. Reynolds Wrap, another journeyman. All right, we're going to throw it to Corley. Maybe. Jury's out on Corley. We don't know.
He's going to drop it, though.
At the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
And the other guy is the guy from Georgia who is the
Aaron
best.
Smith.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver, crazy speed, all about football. But the biggest attribute that a receiver needs, he lacks, and that's catching the ball. Yes.
Catching it in practice, though.
He has been catching it in practice.
John Ross.
Catching a cold.
No, Aaron Glenn actually commented on it, though, and said, everyone said he can't catch. Well, what did he do today? He caught.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's actually been catching it, ball. And he's actually doing more drills for possession.
So you know what? That's why
it's coaching, baby. It's coaching.
It is. What was
That's
that?
something we haven't had, and they're developing the players.
I'm cool with it. That's fine, But like, if we get a chance to get McLaurin, like I don't understand this narrative of he's old, 30 years old. Brandon Marshall broke freaking everyone's record here.
Yeah.
Why not bring him in? I want to see a competitive product on the field. All this craziness is, the Jets aren't really going anywhere this year. All right, then why the freak are people watching? I don't understand. Like for me, when I watch the Jets this year, I expect big things. I'm watching the game to see the Jets pummel the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what I'm watching the game for, not that we're just getting by. This freaking guy, this brick,
Every week he makes his way onto the show somehow.
Yeah.
Well,
look,
I got a
put it up there again.
question. I got a
Sure.
question for Dan. And obviously,
Yeah.
you're a big proponent of trading for Terry McLaurin. And
Yes.
obviously, that would be a win now, like compete for a playoff spot.
Right.
Move. But have you seen any other moves that it said, hey, we're going to compete for a playoff spot? Look at how they've handled the tight end position. Look at the defensive line. Like, we still have a competition outside of defensive tackle, too, for outside of Quinn and Williams. Look at the secondary is all right. I mean, in the safety room specifically, not the corners, but if they trade for Terry McLaurin, which I don't think they will, obviously, and I don't think they should, you got to look at the other moves. Like, okay, that would be your one. I'm going for a playoff spot move, but where are the others? There has to be kind of like a foresight, a philosophy, a blueprint to say, okay, we've got a couple of moves here that are going to help us make the playoffs, but we're also going to go out and trade for Terry McLaurin. I get what you're saying, Dan. I want to watch a competitive product too, but it doesn't
fit the narrative. Yeah,
doesn't match up with what the blueprint is. Or it seems
when we traded for Brandon, I'm sorry to bring this again, but when we traded for Brandon Marshall, our quarterback was Geno Smith, Chris Ivory as a running back, and our star receiver was Eric Decker. Like, to me, the Jets weren't going for a Super Bowl at that point. You just had a young quarterback and you wanted to surround them with as many weapons and be as competitive as possible.
The quarterback didn't even get to play with him.
Well, thank goodness for Ike Ekekapali guy who knocked Geno out. Big jaw. He looked like a gerbil. While Fitzpatrick came in. Yes, that was the actual play. And but magic happened that year, didn't it? Wasn't it enjoyable? It was an enjoyable season.
It was.
We didn't make the playoffs.
It was. It was the last fun season we all had. But I add, was it sustainable for the next few years of success? Because obviously you want to have fun. You want to have a competitive team this year. But you also, and obviously we have Justin Fields for another year or two, and we may draft a quarterback next year. Who knows? But at the end of the day, if you want to have a competitive season, you also have to have a blueprint. You have to, have sustainable success. Didn't Darren Muji talk about that? Sustainable success. You do not want to just have a one-off year. I mean, look at the Giants, right? 2016, they make the playoffs because Jerry Reese went all in on defense in the free agent period, signing guys like Janoris Jenkins and Olivier Vernon. 2017, they absolutely sucked because they sunk all their assets in the defense, and it was Jerry Reese trying to save his job. The offensive line was horrible. 2022, the Giants make the playoffs basically on an anomaly year because Daniel Jones outperformed his contract. He emphasized, or I should say, he performed up to the phenomenon of the contract year, playing your best when you're on a contract. You're trying to earn more money. And Daniel Jones robbed the Giants for $40 million a year. The next year, 2023, the Giants sucked. Daniel Jones was a part of the key problems. He reverted back to form. So, like the Eagles, like the Texans, all those young teams, like, Dan, I know what you're going to say. You're like, okay, this team can turn around in 1 year or 2 years. Absolutely. The Chargers did that. The Texans did that. The Eagles did that. But the key is they had successful seasons afterwards to show, okay, this is not a blip in the radar and this is not a flash in the pan. We need sustainable success.
They had younger players.
Year, I just pulled up the picture of Devontae Adams, Tyron Smith and Devontae. We just got over this. Are we going to go back to this? All these big name 30-year-old players that are just past their prime. But
it's not past their prime.
But didn't we do something similar like this with Mangini? Like, we built a core, right, with Revis and David Harris and Mangold and DeBrick. We had the core, and then after that, we started adding players like Chris Jenkins, Calvin Pace, and whatnot. What if we have the core already?
I think we do.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have the right mentality of head coach, who everyone goes to head coach and knows that that's the sheriff here. Like, everyone knew that Mangini was the guy, that Rex was the guy. Let's not kid ourselves. We knew that when Aaron Rodgers was signed here, Saleh was not the guy. It was Aaron Rodgers. Everything went through A-Rod. And this schmuck, poor guy, and this guy, he had no idea what was going on. Hey, we got a Pats fan. Yes. Good luck with Drake. Good
He's
luck
also
with that guy.
for the thing with Terry McLaurin too, and he's also going to have to be extended. Not that the
Yes.
Jets don't have the money, but the Jets
He's going to want
have
money.
to pay
He's
Terry
going to want
McLaurin.
money.
Yeah, we give it to him.
We give
What about
everyone
the other
money.
players?
I mean, what we have him for? What? How many years? 2 years. 2 years. How much does he want?
A lot.
30 mil a year? 30 million?
We just overpaid. Well, not overpaid, but we just gave out those big contracts to Sauce and Garrett, Sherwood.
So
We're
how
paying
much
our
would
own
he
right
want?
now.
How-
So I have no idea.
All right, let's say it's what, 30 million.
Well,
30
Afram, you like you're like a cap guy, no? Like, isn't that like I've heard that about you before? Like what are you thinking?
I'm paying him 31-year-old $30 million for 2 years
No,
No,
all right,
each year.
Not for 2
30
years.
million. Oh, so it's 60 million.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what? Make the contract kind of like favorable for the Jets. So 60 years. All right, let's do a 60-year
years?
contract. 60-year contract, $1 million a year. There you go. You can
The Bobby
afford him.
Bonilla contract.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it.
we're
He's set
still
for
paying
life.
Namath.
Generational wealth.
Listen, if they had to, if they wanted a guy, they could have signed Keenan Allen, but he stayed. He didn't want to sign. He ended up with back to the Chargers. And Amari Cooper is still available,
I'm down for Amari Cooper.
So
but no one's grabbing him.
let me ask you guys this question.
Where's
I'm
Johnny?
going to start with Tyler. He's been quiet for a little bit. Is there one player or position that you'd look to upgrade on the Jets so far? I mean, I know it's a little early, like right before preseason, but is there any like position that you're like, oh, I really wish we could go get, Terry McLaurin for the wide receivers or something like that?
I wanted another wide receiver. I wanted Keenan Allen, but he signed with the Chargers the other day. And I feel like they should go for Terry McLaurin. Now, he actually played with Ohio State and Garrett Wilson. So that would be another reunion right there.
Yes.
They already have that stuff that they had at Ohio State. So I feel like that would be a great reunion for the Jets. They can be known as the Ohio State Jets.
Yeah, we're just getting over being the Green Bay Jets. Was Johnny Boy just here? Did I just see Johnny Boy?
Yeah, I think his
but
video didn't come in.
Where'd he go?
We still got team cuts.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we still got to cut. Yeah, we still got to get down to like 92, right? And then
Yeah, but other
53.
teams too. So they may drop guy that becomes a financial burden and might be available for the cheap.
So, Afram, is there like any like one position that you'd look to upgrade, or like multiple positions?
I'd like to see maybe another defensive tackle.
Okay.
Definitely a wide receiver, but
Parsons?
what are you going to give up for Parsons? You got to give at least the number one.
Yeah.
You have to give up Jermaine.
We can't give up a one at all for any means, especially with the
You're gonna have to.
2026. Yes, exactly.
Not only you got to give up a one, you're going to have to end up paying him $40 to $45 million.
Yeah, no. That position, I agree with Luca and the whole panel. That I understand. That is a wasted contract to trade for someone. Like someone like Micah Parsons, incredible athlete, incredible. But that's a one player away kind of deal. We have Will McDonald, not comparing them, but we have a defense that we already have pinning your ears back, get to the quarterback. We're going to be blitzing more often. I just bring the Terry McLaurin thing because it's another weapon, something for Fields, right? But it's like we're putting everything into Justin Fields this year. And it's a good thing, and can I even call it a bad thing? Because if we end up 1-16 or 2-15, whatever the case is, I look at it as a win because now we have a chance to get a possible franchise quarterback because no one knows
Exactly
what they're going to come out looking like. They can come out looking like Andrew Luck or they can come out looking like Drake May. That was for you, Patriots 12.
Lenore Sellers, Cade Klubnik, some of the quarterbacks out there. Obviously, Archie Manning is not coming out till 27, so you can kiss that one goodbye.
I wouldn't even touch him though. Like,
Is there-
right? And not yet. I don't even know what he's made out of.
But I wanted to go to Dan's point, and one of the positions I'll say this with the tight end, the wide receiver position, because those positions I'd ideally want to upgrade. Because Dan, you're right, you said it. you're basically going all in onto Fields because you're trying to revive his career. You're trying to give him one last shot. You need as much solid weapons around him as possible. Offensive line is good for the most part. Obviously, John Simpson's hurt at the moment. Garrett Wilson's fine. I think you have a solid running back room you could roll with. Wide receiver, it's basically Garrett Wilson, and as we said, wide receiver 2 is very empty in terms of a basic bunch of unknowns. Alan Lazard, not reliable. Malachi Corley, have we heard much in training camp about him? I'm not sure.
I heard he hasn't been doing much.
Yeah, that's the same.
And isn't he hurt too? Actually,
Let's see.
Yeah, well, I think he's coming.
Tyler,
off.
have you heard if I think Corley is hurt, correct?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh,
Who's going to be Jets' number 1 reception leader?
Garrett.
Probably Garrett.
Who's going to be the second receiver?
Mason. Mason Taylor.
I get a feeling it's going to be Brees Hall.
Yeah, I actually saw there was a video of him going for like an out route or something. Like he was just like flying down the field and caught a nice pass.
He can catch, and then if he's in the open field, that's a big win.
No, Corley's healthy.
I thought he was coming off of something.
No, he's healthy. I was just reading somebody's practice report. He was facing a UDFA in practice, and the UDFA actually won against Corley. So,
Yeah. I heard he has sleep apnea.
Here he is.
Good evening, everyone.
There he is.
There he's in the dark.
I'm on the road, just coming out of practice, but I had to come up here real quick because of the Justin Fields conversation that was just going on.
Yes.
Corley's not hurt. Corley has been on the field, so he's there. I have to say that
There he is.
I'd rather see Justin Fields do all the shit that he's trying to get done. I'm sorry, all the stuff that he's doing now and doing it now.
Yes.
Wait, are you you're just leaving practice?
Yeah.
Did you stay late?
My daughter is trying out for soccer.
Awesome,
I
man.
you just left jet practice.
But I saw him. I was there Saturday, and I saw them practice and everything.
So you were at SummerSlam and practice?
Oh yeah, and the Mets game.
Busy day.
Wow, you're
busy day.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, and I met Armand. He helped Cody Rhodes win the title. I
saw that.
Seen it.
Yeah, that wasn't Brock Lesnar. It was really Armand coming out.
It was really Armand. Yeah. But one of the things that, from what I saw, was Membu kept getting flagged for holding. A lot of times.
Oh, he's a rookie.
So, but those are the things that you want to see right now.
Yes.
Like, I'd rather him shake all of that stuff out now. I think Saturday, the fact that they're playing a lot of the guys is going to be a huge tale of what's really occurring, man. Because, dude, there was some balls that I saw, at least Fields, that he knew what he was like doing it, but he wanted to test out his arm to see if he could, how deep he could, how fast he could get it in. Right?
There he is.
Where
The babysitter's here.
What up, Armand?
What's up, guys? My goddaughter just left. My parents picked her up.
You look
I
stressed.
Wow. Look how tired he is.
Yeah.
I blame
Oh
Armand
my gosh.
for John Cena losing because of what he was wearing that Sunday.
You were wearing the same thing.
What are you guys wearing? Leotards?
Togas?
Oh yeah, we were.
Wow. Looking guys.
I
It
was
was
wearing
like in the
angel
front.
wings and angel wings.
Angel Wings, nice. A little Halo action going. Listen, fellas, I gotta head out. I'll see you guys next week. And Liam, you take over like you always do, man. Guys, have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys next week.
Go Jets.
Later,
You
Dan.
too.
Yeah, Tyler, thanks for coming, man.
Take care,
You're
Dan.
welcome.
Later.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then there was 6.
Yes.
So,
Come on and Dan Dix.
yeah, coincidence?
I got the fear of Brock Lesnar. I put the fear in Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I'm hearing, it really wasn't Brock Lesnar. It was you.
Were you there Saturday or Sunday?
Both days.
Both days.
Ooh.
Was MetLife a lot more pleasurable not watching a Jet game there, or like what's MetLife?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
When Seth Rollins came in, it was probably the loudest I've heard MetLife in a long time.
Since that Jets Bills 9/11 game. Probably. Now, I didn't watch, but I did see some clips here and there. Did they have like Jets style SummerSlam jerseys? Like I saw
That's
one of those.
Jets and Giants.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's the one that
100
Armand and myself
bucks.
had on
Yeah?
Sunday. Yeah.
Nice.
They were $100.
Yeah, it's all right. That's what a jersey goes for. So Armand, what are your thoughts on this whole Justin Fields thing? Are you concerned with his passing game yet, or?
I'm not concerned because it's practice. Like, we have to see maybe a month into the season if he's not performing well, still not reading defense properly, if he's missing throws, throwing bad interceptions, like
We talk about practice.
We're talking about practice.
Not a game.
I was the biggest person against going after Fields, and I was against, giving him the starting job, but they did, and $30 million guaranteed. When our head coach, every time he was asked and interviewed, he breathed and spoke about competition at every position. They didn't do it with the quarterback position.
I don't know about that.
They guaranteed him the starting job.
Yeah. See, I don't think he's going to be as stubborn. Like, do you guys I'm sure you guys do. Like, I remember thinking back to the Rex days. Like, there was so many more times that Sanchez should have been benched. I mean, I know they did a couple of times, with McElroy and guys like that, but they were so loyal to him, and it was so terrible. I really
pick. He was their first round pick.
Yeah.
I don't think Glenn is going to have the patience for that, because when I was at that practice, again, when the first team offense did something wrong, he pulled them, bro. He said, "Get off." Second team, boom, get back on. Run against the first defense. And I was like, oh shit. Something that I haven't seen, I guess, from a coach. And in defense of Salah, I want to say this. When he was coming out, he was the guy that a lot of people wanted.
For Salah, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah.
So did it work out? No, it didn't work out. But it's the past and it's done. But with Justin Fields, man, dude, it was crazy seeing when they actually opened up the book and you saw an RPO play and everything, how he just would stun the linebacker, bro, where he didn't know what to do. And he was gone, bro. He was gone. Insanely fast. And I was like, holy crap. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with the dude, and how they're going to really utilize him. I can't wait. I'm hoping that Tanner is going to open up the book and is going to go to the strengths of what Justin Fields is and use his legs way later on, because I think he just hasn't been given a fair chance. And just like what Luca was saying, they're giving it to him this time around. Yeah, maybe he doesn't have the flashy wide receivers and all those things and etc. But he has those running backs, bro, and he's utilizing them.
Right.
Give it. You got a playmaker in the back. Give that damn ball over to Breece Hall. Let him break some tackles and get you the yardage that's needed. Let the other defense make the mistake and then capitalize on that. Use the running game, man. Dude, Braylon Allen, bro, that dude's going to be a problem, man. He looks... Some of the stuff that he's doing, at least when I saw it, I was like, dude, that dude should not he should not move like that for being that big.
He's a bowling
Doesn't make
ball, yeah.
sense. But
Now, if defense like it's no secret that the Jets want to run the ball. Now, if the defense is blitzing and they really stop the run game, are you concerned with the pass game?
Right
No.
now, yes, because there's no other wide receiver. Mason Taylor's out with a high ankle sprain. We know they're going to get Garrett's going to get double covered, possibly triple covered.
I think so too. That's really how you beat the Jets. I mean, that's the defensive game plan. You double team Garrett and you blitz and you stop the run.
This might be a crazy take, but honestly, man, I see Smart taking over Bruck, bro, at tight end too. Smart looks good, man. Like, that dude has a knack to get the ball, and he don't drop balls. And he really, really, really does know, like, how to utilize his body, bro. It's insane because he was the one that was catching touchdowns. And I was like, holy crap, like, this dude, he looks fast. So,
Yeah.
Again, it's just it's practice, and I know that it's practice, but you could see some of the guys that you're like, oh snap, like, now Corley, they were using on some like plays that he was in the back, running back and forth and all that, but they really didn't give him the ball. But I was seeing him in the back, like they were, are they gonna use this cat as some type of like running back decoy? Then he just goes back and goes to become a wide receiver or whatnot. So I don't know, man. Like the Tanner cat, I'm intrigued to see what he's gonna do when it actually starts to count. But you're seeing some of it a little bit in practice, not too much, right? But you're seeing some sprinkles in there, and you're like, damn, if this really lands, this is different. Something we haven't seen. I haven't seen it yet. So,
what have you seen from Xavier Gibson? I know he's supposed to be our gadget guy. Have you seen anything intriguing from him?
hell nah, man. I hate that dude, bro. I hope he gets cut. God,
Okay.
it pissed me off, bro. Like, he was returning a ball, and he did exactly what he does all the time, where it like hits his chest, and then it kind of like bounces off, and you're praying to God that he
doesn't
doesn't
drop it.
fumble the ball. Yeah, it's exactly what I
I've
saw.
noticed that he doesn't catch with his hands. Everything's like this.
It's
He's a
weird,
chest
man.
catcher. Yeah.
But
What have you seen from Nick Folk?
you want me to be real?
Yeah.
Dude, they were doing some like, I don't understand this phantom kicking that they were doing. Like, that dude was phantom kicking from like 90 yards, and it was good. Made no sense.
Sweet.
But he looked good, and of course the practice that I go to, he ends up missing like 2 field goals if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But other than that, he was pretty clutch. He looked clutch at least.
All right. So the Jets play a real game this Saturday. Well, not they play an organized game. We'll say that. Starting off with Tyler. Like, Tyler, what are you looking for? Watching this preseason game against the Packers. Do you have your eye on like one specific thing? Is there something certain that you want to see? What are you gonna be looking for when you watch the game?
First thing that you definitely don't want to see is injuries. But I
Well,
also want
yes.
to look at the kicking side of things because Nick Folk in the green and white practice, he missed like three field goals, and he doesn't miss too often. Like his past teams, he missed like I don't know the stats, but like he missed only like 5 maybe.
Yeah. He's
So
been
I
pretty
feel like
productive.
I want to see him how he does. I also want to see this if they play this starting defense. I want to see Will McDonald. I want to see him. I also want to see the tight end position. I want to see if they put in any like new guys. I want to see Stone Smart, like Johnny was saying. He had a couple touchdowns in practice. I also want to see Justin Fields, of course, because he's our quarterback number 1 for the future, and also wide receivers because I don't know if there's any other guys behind Garrett Wilson that are productive.
Dan has to body paint himself. He's gonna look like gold dust. And, you know, that's what he does on his free time.
Yo, I love Gold Dust, bro. I think he's have
Yeah.
the best promos ever. Hey,
Yeah.
but I gotta head out. I wanted to come up here and show some love. Look, I say
Just,
this:
yeah.
be excited. It's the beginning of the season. It's 0-0. There has to be some faith. Aaron Glenn, bro, he was. When I saw him out there, I was like, damn, this guy is truly involved, and he is not scared to take somebody out and be like, get off, you know. So we'll see. You know, I think coaching does matter. I think we do have a really good coach, and maybe this might be a season that could surprise a lot of people. You know, maybe it's just me being the green glasses Jet fan that I am, but I can't wait, man. Like, I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see him on Saturday night against Green Bay, and hopefully, you know, there's some flashes that Justin Fields can show to kind of calm everybody down from just jumping the gun and being like, "Oh my God!" Like, we don't, you know. So we'll see. But I'm out. And like I say
Johnny,
always,
just real quick before you go, what are you looking for on Saturday, if you don't mind?
I'm looking to see the running game, what the running game is truly going to be. That's what I really want to see. I want to see, right, Braylon Allen, if it's a 3rd-and-1, that they're going to give him the ball and not be, let me get cute and let me try to throw a fade to Garrett Wilson or just try to force feed it to Garrett Wilson. I want to see him continue to keep plays and doing adjustments, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that on the offense, and then for the defense, I'm really looking to see, dude, that defense looks nasty, bro. They were flying everywhere, and if this was a real game, they're looking to hurt people, because there were times when I was like, their own teammates. In a white game, Tyler, if you were there, you saw it. That one, I don't, the DB that got hurt, that ended up being his shoulder, and we cut him. I think afterwards or whatever, bro, he got popped on the side, bro. It was nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know, but anyways, I'm out. You guys.
All right, thank you for stopping in, Johnny.
Always,
Have a good one.
Peace, bro.
All right, Luca. So for the game, what are you looking to see?
Well, it's interesting with the whole Justin Fields thing. I want to bring that up real quick because obviously we're trying to revive his career. I mentioned earlier. This is a question for the panel, obviously. Do we overreact to him being good? Do we overreact to him being bad? Because it's like, I don't want to say it's like the Zach situation 2 years ago when we were trying to see, you know, if he could be a competent, like, backup quarterback, because I remember the Jets obviously didn't sign a backup behind Aaron Rodgers, but obviously this is more important because he's going to be the starting quarterback. And obviously, Liam, I think you have some valid concerns about Justin Fields and his processing and not being able to read defense and not sensing pressure. It's going to be all put to the test, but you also don't want to overreact negatively or positively to the preseason. Anywho, wide receivers, I want to see the young guys, Arian Smith. Apparently, Quentin Skinner's been showing a lot of speed in camp as well. Also, Malachi Corley, can he actually show something? Because he's been relatively quiet all training camp. Tight end spot, I want Stone Smart to ball out. I'm not a big Jeremy Ruckert fan, I must say. Disappointed me last year. I think he's as good as gone. Defensive tackle as well. The Jets don't really have a DT outside of Quinn and Williams to line up next to him. You have Peyton Page, who's battling. You have, well, he's UDFA out of Clemson. You have Byron Cart. You have Tuafeli. You also have Derek and Noddy, so I'm intrigued to see which veterans, you know, really stand out. You also have Leonard Taylor from last year, if I believe.
Yeah.
If I'm correct as well. So that's going to be an interesting spot. I'm also intrigued to see Malachi Moore from wait, is he still hurt or is he still
I think he came back.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
intrigued
so.
to see
He
him.
was hurt. He
If
was hurt, but I
if
think
he's
he
not
came.
hurt, I'm intrigued to see him.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. That's probably what I'm looking to, what I'm looking for. Like, obviously, how does Justin Fields look? And just like, which was like, who's the number 2? Like, is the number 2 Josh Reynolds? Like, are we going to see some Gibson? Are we going to see Corley? Like Lazard? Like, I just want to see like the chemistry between the quarterback and the wide receiver, and obviously the run game too. The defense, is it just Justin Fields looking bad, or is it a really good defense? You know, I think that's going to be a big telling sign. Armand, what are you thinking? What are you looking to see?
I want to see the play calling. I do believe it's going to be the first game of the preseason, so I think it's going to be a vanilla offense.
I think so too.
I do want to see the running game, the running backs, but not so much Braylon Allen. I want to see Davis and Donovan Edwards. You know, if they have a pretty good game, maybe there's more pressure on Brees. Like I said in the comments earlier, if Brees is getting traded and Donovan Edwards is taking the 53-man spot, you know, going with the three-headed game of Edwards, Allen, obviously Allen starting, and Davis. I want to see the secondary, the corners outside of Sauce, and who's the one we gave the extension to last year? That's our nickel.
Sherwood?
Michael Carter.
Oh, the nickel. Yeah.
Yeah. Outside of those two, I want to see the other corners.
Brandon Stevens.
I think Thomas is out with the shoulder injury, so we're gonna not see him, the rookie that we drafted.
Do we still have Stiggers as a corner, or is he a safety?
Yeah.
He's a corner, right?
He's a corner. I want to see there because you might have to upgrade there, and I've been banging the drum for Asante Samuel, who's still recovering from an injury, but he still has not been signed like Amari Cooper. He fits the mold of what they did this offseason with free agents. They signed guys under 30. Asante Samuel's 25.
Yeah.
You might have to sign a corner if there's nothing outside of Sauce and Carter.
If there is, yeah, good.
That's about it for me.
If there is any concerning position, do you see the Jets making a move?
I think they'd do it after another week of practice. I don't think right after the game. I think they would look at the film and see if it's fixable, via practice, and then if it's still concerned in practice, they might.
Yeah, they're definitely putting a lot of pressure on the coaching staff. You know, like they're really doubling down and think that, you know, the coaching staff is the way to go. Afram, what are you going to be looking for?
I want to see how the O-line opens up a hole, how they pass protect. I agree with Luca with the Smart, because I don't see Rucker doing anything more than blocking, if that's all. He's had his chance. He hasn't shown anything. Today he had a ball right in his hands that he let go through for an interception. I want to see how the defense stops the run, and I want to see how we're concerned about Fields, but I want to see if the issues with Fields, or is it with our coaching staff? Because if we're not confident that the coaching staff can develop a quarterback, why do we worry about getting somebody in the first round next year?
Right. That's a good point. You know. Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, there's no like really leaks coming out. Like you're hearing some good, some bad, but like we don't really know for sure. And like, you know, as we all know, practice is a much different animal than real games. You know. And like I remember like even like playing football, like there was like some guys that like just like kind of sucked in practice, but like once the game came on, I'm like, wow, who are these guys? You know. I think it's like really that pressure, you know.
And we don't even know if they're feeding him new plays each time, and he's adjusting to it, and you know that's what practice is for. You know, we don't know how much of the playbook they're trying to force down his throat right away, or you know, in the first few practices, certain amount of plays, the next few practices, a certain amount of plays, and every time you're getting used to a new play, of course you're going to make mistakes. We don't know. I don't know. I'm just speculating. So let's see what plays they drum up for him, and let's see how he executes. You're gonna see a lot of running though, but I'm sure they're gonna want him to throw as well to see.
Well, see, you just actually brought up a really good point. You know, talk about the playbook. Are they actually going to make adjustments, or is it kind of like how Hackett was like, "This is my plays, and you know, this is how we're doing it. You know, whether you like it or not."
Could be like
really that's really intriguing for me. You know, if Tanner Engstrand isn't too stubborn, and I don't think he will be. Like I just get this feeling because I believe he was actually the one that drew up the plays for Ben Johnson and would feed him to Ben Johnson. So, I think he does have a really creative offensive mind, and I'm hoping that we could just like mold this, especially this offense to the player's strength.
No, yeah, it's a question mark. It's a whole new staff. We just have to see what they have and what's going to happen. Everyone talks about Ben Johnson, but he never called an offensive game until he was appointed offensive coordinator for the Lions. Prior to that, he had no play calling experience.
Right.
Tanner
Ekstrom does.
Ekstrom had it in college.
Yeah,
but
San Diego.
One was successful when he had a bunch of really good guys. And I've seen some articles about the Bears struggling right now. They and they've got a lot more. They've got a franchise quarterbacks on that team supposedly, and but no one brings that up. All they're worried about is what Justin Fields can do. We'll wait and see. Time will tell. We don't know. Once he gets, if he can put it together in his head and start slowing the game down in front, for himself, maybe he becomes a viable option, because all you really need to do is control the game. You don't have to be, a superstar into that effect. You just want to control the game. Always, and the only thing I always want this year, I don't want to be playing from behind. That's my biggest thing. I do not want to play from behind all the time, like Salah. Everything was playing from behind, and I want us to be ahead, force the other team to make the adjustments.
We also won quick starts. We also won.
I was just going to say that. Yep. Yeah, no more. Getting it going after halftime.
Yeah, who had a thing they said this practice because of the way they're playing hard, where when we played the 49ers the first game of the season, they were smacking the crap out of us in the regular season game, and the Jets weren't even prepared for getting hit hard,
Now you're seeing more hard practices.
Right. So,
Yeah, are you guys
be the ones that are hitting hard against teams that didn't practice well?
Are you guys a fan of the tackling drills and like actually tackling in practice?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. We're seeing some organized coaching here, for God's sakes.
You need some competition. You need some high energy. You don't need this. Oh, we're gonna be soft and we're gonna. You know what? It just kind of went to Sal's mentality of playing scared, coaching scared. Like, oh, we're not gonna play hard because we don't want players to get hurt. I'm not saying Aaron Glenn's trying to injure his players, but at the same time, it's like, okay, this is what they're gonna be seeing next game. They're gonna see this in the preseason. They're gonna see this in the regular season. Let's get prepared now and play aggressive style of football. In your mouth,
whether you get
in the mouth football.
Whether you get hurt in the preseason or regular season, what's the difference?
Exactly.
What's the difference?
The Ravens just lost a young kid today in their game at the Colts. He tore his ACL and MCL. You could find the video on Twitter.
It's a part of the game.
It was very nasty.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna get ready to wrap it up here. Is there anything else? Everyone good?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this
Well,
coaching
fine, we'll
staff
be
is not-
talking when after the first game and see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, like, somebody in the chat did say, it's the first litmus test. So
it is.
That was
That's
me.
what Afram said.
oh yeah, I knew it was somebody up there. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for it. I'm happy. Football's back, man. We don't have to sit here and is it Tyler Warren or is it Membu? Is it Ted McMillan? It's like all that's gone. Like
anything to get me away from watching the Yankees and Armin the Mets.
Yeah, right now, they're both in the shitter. And I just want to say,
aren't the Mets in like second?
We're in second place, but they're playing up. I was at the game yesterday. They almost got no hit. Thank God for Juan Soto.
Oh,
we're in third.
Yeah. We're only 1.5 of being out of the wild card.
Yeah, well, it's time for someone to let go.
Oh, I don't think I've been saying that since 2021. It's not going to happen.
No, I know that's unfortunate.
He does deserve to get fired, but it's an organizational problem, and they'll just find somebody that's similar to him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's a country club atmosphere.
Yeah, we know all about that.
To every Jet fan, the sky's not falling if they play like crap on Saturday. It's
No.
preseason.
No.
Because you know that's going to happen. That'll happen at halftime. That'll happen at the end of the game. You know, the sky's not falling, folks.
No.
Wait till October.
I have a wrestling question here. I don't know. I don't really watch. So what do you guys think? I mean, you know,
I
I
don't
know
watch it.
I don't watch wrestling.
Armand does. You know, what do you think?
I love the Rollins faking the injury. I'm surprised Brock is back due to the
Hold on, we don't want to get censored here.
the Vince McMahon thing, that because he was supposedly a part of it. Well, he is a part of it. Brock, I'll leave it at that. I'm surprised they brought him back. You know, there's a lot of legal stuff with Brock. You know,
Yeah.
Do you guys bet on professional wrestling?
I don't know. I'm not that much of a degenerate. I rather bet $1,000 on the Jets to win the Super Bowl than bet on wrestling.
Oh, we have Daryl Gibson in the house. Not being scared is a good thing for players who are trying to believe in themselves, especially when they are young, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they need that confidence. Like they need to know that they could go out there in a professional field and make an impact. You know?
They want to win their job. They want to win a job. They want to win they want to be the starting, first team guy.
Now, another quick question, actually, before we wrap this up. If Justin Fields really does look that bad, do you see any situation where Tyrod Taylor starts week 1?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
He has knee soreness. You want to go into a game where Tyrod's starting with knee soreness?
No.
And then, listen, unless Justin gets hurt, and I hope he doesn't, he's the starter. They guaranteed it to him.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens the first month of the season. If he's playing that bad, Glenn, you got to pull him.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so we do have a special guest here tonight, talking with Tyler. Tyler, before we let everyone go, where can everyone find you, man?
All right, so I'm on all platforms where you can get podcasts: Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, all those platforms. I also have an Instagram page, Talking with Tyler. Also, I'm on X, I'm on Threads, I'm on Snapchat, YouTube, the whole thing. So I'll probably link it down in the description when this is over.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, everyone. I think we're gonna get ready to wrap it up here. Been a good talk. Dan moved everything around. All right, everyone good?
Yes.
All good, my friend.
All right, fellas. All right, thank you guys for watching. I'll probably be doing some live tweeting during the game Saturday, so be on the lookout for that. Depending on how many beers, I'm not going to get too upset, because it is preseason.
Brady Cook.
Yeah, Brady Cook, man. But all right, everyone, have a good night. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps us out.
Hit the like button.
Hit the like, and smash the subscribe. That's what we do. Have a good one, everyone.
Take care, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Ken O'Brien of California Davis.
Just 14 that first time, now going long. They got a wide open man, and he makes the catch. It's Braylon Edwards taking off. Braylon Edwards will take it home for the touchdown. 80.
First down in San Diego territory at the 47-yard line. Big draw. And Pennington going for 6. Deep down the field, and it's caught by Santana Moss.